Okay, hey everybody, Tekking here, and I got a really special video for you today. That's right, the first ever tour of this corner of my new house. Check out that corner. That corner is easily my favorite corner in the whole place. I mean, it's really like $1,000,000 right there. I mean, you got everything. You got part of a door, you got a broom handle attached to the broom. Is the whole thing just called the broom, or does it only become a broom when you have a handle on it? I don't know, but you know, this corner, man, it's top level, 10 out of 10 in terms of corners. In fact, I'll do you one better. If you actually pan up, you see a dustpan on the wall. Oh yeah. Broom and dustpan combo. That's how you want to have it right there. All right, now, so today we're going to actually be doing a tour of my office slash studio where all of the Tekking101 productions happen. This is where Barry spends most of his time doing paperwork and the like. So this is the door to it. Actually, first thing I should talk about is the door. It's a French door, has the glass, and the curtain on the other side is actually something the previous owners left me. And I actually kind of wanted to put the Straw Hat Jolly Roger there as the curtain, but it didn't fit right. I might still do something like that, but honestly, it's kind of cool the way it is, because I was thinking I could put lights out here in the hallway, like a red or green light, or like a floodlight pointed at the door, and then it would create this like bleeding through effect that you might actually be able to see from the other side. I haven't really messed with it too much yet, but it does work, so that's an interesting aesthetic. I might give that a go at some point. So let's head on in. And as you can see, flannel has kind of taken over my studio right now. I'm getting carpeting put in upstairs, so I have like a bunch of like boxes and stuff that I'm keeping down here for the new carpeting, because I have to move everything obviously. So I have this big, you know, king-sized freaking like flannel blanket. It's very cozy, it's very warm, and I also have flannel on the back of my chair, my top level office chair, level 4. So yeah, it's Christmas time though, so it works. I also have a giant beanbag chair down here for the same reason. But yeah, this is the part of the studio you don't usually see, because this is where I usually work. That's my office, my desk, my 2 computer monitors. A lot of people, I will say this, a lot of people say, oh, you need to have 3 monitors when you're editing, or you know, at least 2 monitors to be like good at editing and make it easier, a YouTuber or whatever like that. I'll tell you what, when I was living at my mom's place, I used 1 computer monitor, and I've been doing YouTube for 12 years, okay? 1 monitor. I had another monitor hooked up to my TV at my old place, but I never edited with it. I used that as like, you know, just like put like YouTube videos up on that, okay? I only edited with 1 monitor, and I gotta be honest with you, it worked fine. Now, having 2 monitors, I feel like, wow, this is insanely easier. I'm just saying, you can edit with 1 monitor, and you can even get like a curved monitor. That might make it easier. Gaming, I honestly know you have to have 2 monitors when I'm gaming down here. You know, I have my Switch here because I'm playing Shining Pearl. My Elgato's back here on this little shelf. This shelf is really nice because it gives me some extra space. Sometimes I put Barry up there when I need extra space or whatever. Got my Switch controller. It's nice to have everything on the desk that I use, like my microphone. My old setup was so small, my desk and my room and everything, I had to keep my microphone like in this separate drawer because I just couldn't fit it on my desk. And so every time I wanted to do a video, which was like every single day, I had to dig out my microphone, hook everything up, and it was just a pain in the ass. So now I have my microphone. That's my Yeti X. I just got it, and the cord is down here ready to go whenever I want to film a video. The desk also has this handy little USB hub thing like built into the desk, and so that's really nice. Allowed some cords to go down under here. You know, this is a little stool that my grandfather made for me when I was a little kid. And on top of the stool, I have a fan sent that to me. Eneru becoming the one thing that he's ever truly loved, the moon. And so I use this as a footrest down here. I want to get a more like effective footrest, something that's actually meant to be one, but this is sufficient. This works out pretty well so far. Battery backup unit, which I highly recommend to anybody doing YouTube, because at my old place, the power used to go out all the time. I was at a mountain village, pretty much on top of a mountain in the winter. Whenever it got really snowy and the wind would get intense, you know, the power would go out. So this way, at least, if the power goes out, your computer doesn't crash, and if you're in the middle of editing a video, which I do quite often, everything you have is not immediately lost. So that's handy. I do recommend one of those. So Barry hangs out over there mostly. Have his little desk here, which is, I do want to get a real desk at some point, like made out of Legos, or you look at some like, you know, like modeling and stuff, because people do like different like modeling, model houses, model trains, that kind of stuff on YouTube. There's websites for that. See if I can find like a little model desk for like a dollhouse or something, and so Barry can have that. Have a little piece of foam underneath him so he can slide without scratching scratching the hell out of it. But it's a really nice desk. I got it on Amazon, nothing fancy, just a little L-shaped desk. I'm proud I actually managed to put this thing together myself. I made one mistake, and it was right here. I put this part in backwards, so now there's like this exposed piece of wood here, but other than that, it's good. I have this remote control over here for the lights. So that's the receivers over there. The tree kind of blocks it a little bit now, but it still kind of works. So it's like that's purple. Let's see, it's like being blocked right now. I have to kind of move over here. There it is. Green, yellow, orange. Some of these colors I feel like don't look quite like what they're supposed to through the camera. You know, like right now it looks kind of yellow to me, but in the camera it looks like it's green, and that is supposed to be yellow, so whatever. Anyway, here is my Christmas tree. I'll zoom out a little bit here, walk backwards. I really like the fact I can put a Christmas tree in my office for a change. Normally I would have like a little tiny tree, or I actually had one, I used this one when I worked at Dollar Tree over here. This was like a little wooden tree I would put up in the back room in our break room at Dollar Tree, and so I took it with me when I left. And so that's there, but that's usually what I had to do. Now I have a full 7'5" Christmas tree in my office, and I'm happy, and I decorated it with plushies. And at the top here we have the star from Super Mario, generic Super Mario Brothers game. Then we have Chopper's hat. We got Wabafat. We got an Espeon. We got Chopper hanging out here. We got a Tsuchinoko Yokai from Yokai Watch. Actually, when I was working at Dollar Tree, we sold these for like $1. I guess Yokai Watch was never really big in my area in particular. I don't even hear anybody talking about it anymore. But we got these in one day, and they looked pretty cute. So I'm like, all right, I'll buy them all up. So I bought a bunch of Yokai Watch plushies. So I thought they fit on the tree if nothing else. We have a Glaceon down here, which Glaceon is my preferred evolution in Gen 4. So I will be hopefully getting a Glaceon in Shining Pearl eventually. We have a Score Bunny, right? Yeah, Score Bunny's there from Galar. Down here we got Mimichu, which I like Mimichu more than Pikachu. We got Celebi, we got a berry, we got a little round Saitama, we got another berry, we got Chopper cosplaying as Law, we got a Froakie, we got a random llama. Over here on the side you really don't get to see. We have a Litwick. I put a lot of the ghost types on this side because it's like they don't want to be seen. We got a Litwick, we got an Eevee, we got a Duskull down here, we got a Rowlet hidden in the corner. Back here we have a little companion cube from Portal. We have a bigger companion cube down here. Got another berry. We got Fappy. We got the Ampharos because I always end up catching an Ampharos. Every time I do a randomized Nuzlocke, I always end up catching a Mareep at some point, which always evolves into a Ampharos, and it's like Fappy the first, Fappy the third, all those fun names. But yeah, that's the tree. Pretty nifty, I have to say. Behind the tree, kind of hard to see right now, we got some cool fan art by Pitch Art, and so it's me as a badass samurai. That sword is actually something a fan made me. It's a real wooden sword that a fan made me himself. It's way there in the corner with my other swords right now. And then we have the little fan watermelon thing I bought actually at Epcot Center in Disney. So that is a real fan and is real sword that I actually own. And I don't know if you can see it too well, but behind me, it's actually the map of Wano. They actually took the map of Wano and flipped it, and it's vertical, and it's the backdrop there. So thanks to Pitch Art, it's truly incredible. Another piece of fan art, not fan art, or something that a fan made, was this piece of stained glass art. This was made by Maggie from New Zealand, who's actually the same person that she's like the tailor for all of Barry's designer wear. She's the one that made all the really cool suits and jackets and sweaters and everything for Barry. Over here we have a plushie of Barry with a Christmas sweater that she also made. In fact, Christmas is coming up, so I should probably move him to the forefront there. But yeah, Maggie's really cool with also tailoring skills and stained glass art skills. I was originally actually going to put that on the door, and I even put like a little hook up here, you know, to hang it on. But the thing is, I realized, wait a second, I know how I do videos. I'm gonna be barging in here like, hey guys, how you doing? Like opening up the door, and it's gonna be like, I don't want the stained glass to like slam up against the wall and shatter into a million pieces. So I'm probably best to keep it somewhere that it's gonna be safe. We got Hootie there. I want to get a door for Hootie, or like in season 2 of Owl House where he's Porta Hootie. He's like, Porta Hootie, reporting for Hootie. I want to get like that. I want to get like a little birdhouse, or even make one that looks like it and kind of put him in the background there. We got the Crazy Slots clown from a Hunter x Hunter video. He's just made out of craft foam that I just threw together. The one piece, the Straw Hat Jolly Rogers in the back here, you can kind of see. Up here, I'm not going to go through every single piece of artwork and figurine I have. We'd be here all day. But here is the Tome of Tekking that another fan made for me. I have Sanji's Stealth Black canister. I have a Dr. Pepper candle. I've yet to light, but it does smell like Dr. Pepper. We got Robin from Wano. We got Shanks. We got Kamina's glasses. This box actually has Doflamingo's glasses that I've worn on occasion. I'm very short, so I'm going to raise the camera up above my head. We got some Luffy figurines there. We got my play button for YouTube. We got a Plant Chan. We got a box from the One Piece collector's set. We got the first collector's set down here. That poster over there in the corner is actually where you get it from that. You got the Ninetales, some Devil Fruits, some other artwork that was hanging in my room before this. This artwork, so Law as well as Frankie, Nightmare Luffy here, and then over on this wall we have Yamato and Robin, who both have copious amounts of side boob and cleavage respectfully, were all drawn by Luffy 420. And so he's a really amazing artist, and he pretty much always asks me whenever I do fan mail streams, like, hey, what do you want me to draw next? And he's like, okay, draw Nightmare Luffy. I don't think there's enough art of Nightmare Luffy. And this is actually really cool because these lights, I don't want to do it right now, but these lights can actually change color because they're like smart bulbs. And so when I have the lights all on blue, it's like a rave down here, and this thing like glows incandescently. It's such a cool effect. Also Carrot. He also drew Carrot. Some other stuff I have up here is Whitebeard's Wanted poster a fan sent to me, signed by his English VA, which I can always never read it. It's just, I think it's like something R something Elliot, and I've looked up the name of this voice actor so many times, and every time I'm blanking on it right now, but you can look up the English VA of Whitebeard, and that's his signature right there. He got it signed at a convention, so thanks to him for that. Up there we got my plaque from St. Jude when I did the charity stream, the first charity stream I did in 2019. I'll be doing another one actually in a couple of weeks here coming up. We got Carrot, we got Alucard. That's part of the 8-part poster I had in my old room, but I obviously couldn't fit it, and actually a lot of the posters got ruined because I like stapled them to the wall. I don't know what I was thinking, so a lot of the staples got like ripped it apart, but this one, his face looks pretty okay, and so I just put him here. Also, you can't really see it that well all the way from my desk, but there is a Whitebeard mustache over here on this output. So this actually, I guess, used to be a phone line at some points. I'm not even sure if it's connected to anything, if it still works, but it's there, and, you know, Alucard has that as a little prop up, so that's cool. Also, Maggie made me the little stained glass TARDIS, and then there's just a little mini wall scroll of some One Piece girls there. Here, we have something really cool. We have the 1-year anniversary of One Piece D&D. We got the Devil's Luck Pirates in all their glory, and I gotta be honest with you, I love the One Piece D&D. I have loved what it's become. I love the community. I love the reading the wiki. Some nights I'll just stay up and just read the wiki because it's great. And I gotta be honest with you, we've been doing it for over a year and a half now, about a year and a half, yeah, over a year and a half. And I gotta be honest with you, when Rustage first told me he wanted to do this, you know, I liked the idea. I thought it would be really fun, but I did not know we would be doing it for this long. Because anybody out there that's played Dungeons and Dragons, at least from my experience, like, you'll be playing a really good campaign and it might last like a few sessions, but then stuff happens, people, you know, circumstances change, like you end up skipping 1 week of the campaign, and that turns into 2 weeks, and that turns into 3, and then that turns into 8, and then eventually you're just not doing that campaign anymore, right? And I've had a lot of sessions end up like that, and so I was really excited to do One Piece D&D, but I thought like, oh, okay, this will be something we do for like a month or two, and then maybe it might not coalesce into anything. But yeah, I'm glad I was wrong on that, and I'm glad we're still on this journey with William, Duros, Ragnar, Verona, everybody there, because it's an awesome series that Rustage is doing, and I hope to keep it up until its natural conclusion. Now, whether that mean it goes until we all die or we find the One Piece, I guess that's whose guess. I'm honestly, like, I don't think we're gonna do anything like finding the One Piece, and this is just my opinion. I don't know what Rustage is going to do, obviously, for the future. Rustage just tells us nothing about the future of the campaign or anything. We're just as surprised as you are when stuff like that happens, when we get blasted off into space and we have to fight an evil Duros and stuff. We're just as much surprised as that. However, I will say, like, in terms of finding the One Piece, I don't think Rusted is going to go that angle with it. I think we all have our different motivations for being pirates, and so we'll either succeed and become great pirates in another way, or we'll just all die trying, and that'll be the end of the campaign. It's going to be one or the other, at least in my opinion there. Here in the corner, we have a wall scroll. We got this. All my wall scrolls are currently over here in this box. I really need to get like umbrella stands, you know, where you keep umbrellas at like the side of your door or whatever, because that would be the better way to organize all these things, because all the wall scrolls are in there. So sometimes I'll be looking for a specific wall scroll, and I'll be like, okay, I need a My Hero Academia wall scroll. So I'll go into here and I'll be like, okay, what's this? That's One Punch Man. What's this one? That's Attack on Titan. What's that one? That's One Piece. What's that one? You know, so I need a better organization system. I have like probably close to 30, maybe more than that, of wall scrolls. I usually get them at conventions. I get asked all the time, like, where do you get your wall scrolls? The vast majority of them I get at cons when I go to those. I'm going to Tekko later this week, so I'll try to pick up some new ones. It'd be really cool to get one that has like Jinbei on it, or maybe a wall scroll from like Wano, if those exist yet. I definitely want to get my hands on those, and I haven't been to a con in years because of COVID, so, you know, it's kind of stagnant right now. There are no lights in the ceiling. I want to get some like lights put in, like recessed lighting. This is a drop ceiling, so they would be fairly easy to install. At some point, I want to get those installed, or get somebody to install them, because it would be nice to have lighting over here. But for right now, I have these. These are newer. They are new, but they're also, the brand is literally called Newer lights, and they're way better than the old ones I have. This is my old lights that I used here. Let's see. So we got that, just a regular like spiral bulb, and I've actually had 3 or 4 of these, and I've broke every single one. I actually broke one not long after I moved in to here. I dropped it, and it actually shattered against this thing, and yeah, so I had to get rid of that bulb as well. So these things work a lot better though, because not only can you adjust the brightness like that, but you can also adjust the temperature, or the tone of the lights. And so that makes everything way cooler. And also, they run on battery, so even if the power goes out or something, I can run them on battery power. Obviously, I prefer to have them plugged in, but it's cool. Oh, okay. Anyway, the lighting actually kind of messed everything up. Let me turn one off here. Okay. Anyway, this side is not really all that crazy. It's just a lot of props. I have a bunch of funny hats that I just kind of crammed over here in the corner. That's a teddy bear's ass. So let me just turn that around. Just like, there you go. There's a teddy bear. This is part of a chair. This and this over here kind of turn into like a nice little comfy chair. I have a lot of stuff down here. Obviously, I'm going to move this stuff out when I have the rooms carpeted upstairs, so I can actually put stuff in them. All the swords are in the corner. I really had this kind of dream of having a big sword rack, and that's all I really got right now. But yeah, over here we have various weapons. We got Mogura, we got Yoru. We got some fold-out tables I have to put my laptop on. This is all extra manga. That one's extra manga, that one's extra manga, that one's extra manga, that one's extra manga, that one's extra manga. You know, this is, I think, extra fan mail I've had before. You know, it's books. I think there are actual books in there. So I bought this bookcase, and I love it. And I didn't go over it too much, because you see this every single time. But I'm like, I'm so like happy I have this. I thought I was going to be able to fit every single volume of my manga on here. And yeah, not even close. I have so much more in the corner. It took a big chunk out, though. You know, One Piece is so massive. It literally, I was doing pretty good, and I'm organizing everything alphabetically. So we got Ancient Magus Bride, Attack on Titan, Black Butler, Black Clover, Bleach, obviously, JoJo's at the very bottom because it's hardcover. You know, go Bleach, got Chainsaw Man, Dr. Stone, Hunter x Hunter, My Hero Academia. I'm doing pretty good. And Naruto at the bottom, Full Metal Alchemist, hardcover editions. There's Panda Berry, and there's Vinland Saga down there. But then I hit One Piece, and it's just like, One Piece, One Piece, One Piece, One Piece, more One Piece. So yeah, it pretty much took up the entire side of the shelf, and I'm hoping, I think the way that it's numbered and how many volumes I can fit on each shelf, I think I can make it up to like volume 120 down here. So I'm not hoping the series ends before that, but it would just make it very convenient for my shelf. Also this, Anybody from a fan of Fooly Cooley will know immediately what this is. This is a replica of the Medical Mechanica plant from the first season of Fooly Cooley, and this was actually something sent to me by the marketing department at Adult Swim. I think only about a dozen of these were ever made. I know Anime Uproar got one, Animac, he told me he got one, and some other YouTubers got them, but this is actually one of my most prized possessions that I've ever gotten because it's from my favorite anime, Fooly Cooley, and also it's, like I said, only like 12 of these were ever made, and just given out to like various like influencers and other people like that. So I'm so happy that I actually have something from my favorite anime that is like super precious to me. And it also comes in a cool box. It's over here, and yeah, see, it says FLCL on the top of it, but I love that. But yeah, mostly just I keep my pop figures in there, and just all this is boxes. I have Frankie's little figurine there. This is some foam that's supposed to be like soundproofing to go on the walls. I was going to use this originally, but honestly, I think it's pretty much okay for the most part, so I don't even think I'll add it in. I got my chainsaw up here whenever I want to do chainsaw content. I got Queen over here, got King up there. This is the game station from Hunter x Hunter. This is what comes with the Greed Island folder, the card binder. So that's a really cool piece of collectible I own. That's just extra cameras, extra tripods, and equipment and stuff. The carrying case for these lights is up there. Here is, as you can see, my costume rack. So this is really cool that I even have a costume rack, because up until now I had to take all my costumes and basically I threw them in like a giant duffel bag, and every time I wanted to change costumes I had to rummage around in that giant duffel bag until I found something. But we have regular standard suit teching, we have Sabo teching, we have law teching, we have another kind of law teching, and the Corazon right there. Vampire teching. We have a, this is like a private investigator teching. Christmas onesie teching. Cloak Reaper teching. Fourth Hokage teching. Kimono teching. Law hoodie teching. Then we have Survey Corps, Scout Corps, Military Corps teching. This is a Ukrainian garb, a Ukrainian shirt that my uncle actually gave me from the Ukraine, hand knitted. This is just what is this? What is this one? Oh, this is just a black dress shirt. Okay, this is dark teching then. This is Vegeta's outfits, Too Spooky sweater. This is the Shugen uniform from Persona 5. Ben 10 hoodie, All Might hoodie, William cosplay. I actually might cosplay as William at Tekko as well. This is Edward Elric outfit teching. This is a Captain Haori, the only one I ever owned, and they gave you a random one on the internet. You didn't get to decide which one you got, so I just ended up with Unohana's. This is like one of the first pieces of cosplay I think I ever bought. I bought this when I was like a freshman in high school, so this was like 2007. So I think I saved up like 30 bucks and bought this off eBay, and they sent me, I'm like, all right, I can't decide which one I'll get. I mean, I can't choose which one I'll get. They'll just send me a random one, but I'm like, all right, I'll probably get a good one. And I ended up getting Unohana, which I was kind of bummed out at first because she was just like the healer, but then you find out who she really is in the last arc, and I'm just like, all right, this is actually really badass. And I think I did incorporate this in the Bleach reviews when we found out who she was. This is the undershirt for the Shugen uniform. As you can see, there's like a little, yeah, there it is, like for the Shugen uniform. This is just a short sleeve dress shirt. I don't know why I own this, probably for something. Construction worker teching. This is Luffy's outfit when he was Lucy at Dressrosa. This is oh, this is a doctor's coat. Yeah, this is my doctor's coat. This is a Kill Bill outfit kind of thing. This is a Keep Calm geography hoodie, and this is the Stealth Black outfit. And then in the corner here we have some more weapons. That's the sword from on the image I just showed you, the fan art. Got Soul's Scythe back here that I just kind of made. There's some other stuff. There's Ichigo's Zangetsu as an umbrella, so that's a thing. And we have a sword rack here, which I hesitate. This isn't like anchored into the wall or anything. I just nailed it into the drywall, so that's why I don't want to put anything too heavy on here. So I just have a yardstick, Link's Master Sword, which is foam, and then William's Cutlass for D&D. And speaking of D&D, I also have Tony's trash can lid shield behind this. This is a gas and electric powered little fireplace. The people that lived here before me told me in the disclosure agreement they actually never used this once. So it's not that it's broken or anything, but it probably should get cleaned out and serviced before I attempt to use it. I haven't even plugged the damn thing in yet. So yeah, I would love to use this. I can incorporate this into videos. I can like sit next to it for a Christmas video and like read Charles Dickens or something. I don't know. There's the Master Shield, also made of foam, but it's pretty cool. shelf where I keep some extra stuff. This is the internet cable. This was the first couple weeks living here. The internet kind of wasn't really great. I mean, the Wi-Fi was good, but the Wi-Fi doesn't, like, for streaming, not that great. So me and my uncle found a cord that was actually in the drop ceiling. It was like a cord, a Cat5e cable ready to go. So we just ran that down through here, got these little staples into the wall thing, and then now, boom, I am connected. I'm ready to go. And that's completely, honestly, for the guy that lived here before me. He, had a coiled up cord just ready to go. So I just dropped it down and we just, hooked it up and we're ready to go. But I think that's pretty much everything for the office that you haven't seen already. Back here, we just have some extra stuff. Down here, we got some extra decorations for that. That's my stationery, which I misspelled stationery on here. It's like stationary as in you're not supposed to move it, stationary, but there's that. That's just like rulers and super glue, pencils, markers, stuff. I have another one of craft foam back there. This is a Cat6 cable that I thought I was going to need for that, but the Cat5e was already hooked up. I guess we could have disconnected the Cat5e and used the Cat6, but you know what? It's not worth it because it was already set up ready to go. Cat5e is good enough, and I've streamed with it already, and it's perfectly good. I streamed at a higher bit rate than I usually do, and it was fine. But I do have an extra Cat6 in case I need it. And then there's my Vive, which I have the little receivers hooked up right there, and then another one over there in the corner. And then other than that, I mean, just this side where I'm sitting down here editing my videos, this is what I normally see. I got Rick Sanchez up there, the cursed Szechuan dipping sauce, Senku, Ichigo in his Mugetsu form and in his Vasto Lorde form, Giorno, Giovanna. There's a little whiteboard thing I haven't drawn anything on yet. Little clock just to keep track of everything, temperature outside and all that. But yeah, that is basically my office space. Over here is a mobile of berry that Maggie also sent me from New Zealand, and there's all these different kinds of berries on here. Like that's an Ichigo berry, Luffy berry. There's one that has a sword, one that has a fishing rod. I mean, it's so cool, the stuff people send me. This is very, very delicate, so I don't try to move it very often. It has a little hook there. I'd like to put it somewhere else than here, but I'm actually really scared of hanging it. It's supposed to hang from a hook, but I'm just afraid to nail something into the ceiling and then hang that on there because I don't feel like I would do a good job and then it would fall and shatter. But right there, it's okay, I guess, for now. Oh, and then over here we have the 8 Flames, also drawn by Kaeru. We got Blake, we got Not Steve, we got Valentine, we got V, we got Cleo, we got Hemlock, and we got Little Timmy, and then a masked pig man in the background. I wonder who it could be. It's gravy, yeah. So Kaeru drew both this and that. I don't know if they're still available for purchase or if it was like a limited time thing, but if it's still available, I'll put the link in the description if you want to go, get them, because they're pretty nifty to have. Oh, and by the way, I guess I didn't show you this. Yeah, so this is just my studio area where I film, obviously. This is like an office partition that you would see like in between cubicles, but it works really well for me, and it has wheels. So I can move it back if I ever need more space over here, or if I want to flip it around. My idea is actually to do this side with all bleached, not one-piece stuff, and then on the back, I have another space where I can maybe tack bleach stuff to it. And so next year, when bleach comes back, the idea is I want to do this podcast. Well, I'll be doing the podcast from here, but then instead of my normal background, I'll wheel this over, turn it around, have Bondcast written on the back and all the bleach images and stuff, and I can do that kind of thing. So that's really handy to have the wheels on it and move it, because the last one was just like a curtain rod and I draped like a blanket over it and it always fell down and stuff. But yeah, this is way more effective. And then here I just had this is from the My Hero video I did a couple weeks ago. I just have extra space for wall scrolls back here just to kind of fill everything out, and an outlet in case I need to plug everything in. So honestly, this basement worked out perfectly. The only thing I would say is I wish there was lighting over here, but like I said, I think that's something you can install fairly easily. There's little kits you can get at Home Depot. Also, my mom's boyfriend's an electrician, so I would probably also have him here because I don't trust myself with electrical stuff, but yeah, he knows how to do that kind of crap. So yeah, anyway, this is my office. It's pretty much everything. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for the continued support. I think I'm gonna make a lot of really good content down here for you guys, so I hope you enjoy what's to come in the future and all that. And yeah, if you have any questions about anything specific down here, let me know. I'll see to answer them in the comments. But I'll tell you what, like I get comments all the time, like, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? Where'd you get Zoro's swords? Honestly, pretty much everything is Amazon, guys. Like, I know it's a conglomerate that's taken over the entire world, but that's pretty much where I got everything. This bookcase, this desk, pretty much all the swords I own, Amazon. Those lights, Amazon. That tripod, Amazon. This thing, Amazon. Like, everything's Amazon. I don't really know what else to tell you. But I can leave links to it if you want me to in the description below. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. This will be Tekking signing out. Oh, Barry, too. Barry and Tekking signing out. Later, everybody.